Okay, this is a quick video on how to check the diaphragms on Mikuni BS34 carburetors. This set is off of a Yamaha XS650, which is a standard set for 1980 and newer XS650s. The diaphragms are in the top of the carburetor. That's what actually operates the round slides inside your carburetors. There's a spring inside the body and the diaphragm, which is this piece here. That's what it looks like inside. This being your jet needle, and then the actual rubber diaphragm on top. You want to check the serviceability on these. They do go bad. This is a set from a 1980, so obviously 31 years old, they will go bad. They're rubber. You can see this one right here. You can see that crack. That one does not work. There's a lot of little cracks and stuff in it. This is actually a bad diaphragm. So you can replace these. You can get the replacement rubber pieces. You can take them out and part them out. So you can find these. They're available. But I'm just going to go over a quick way to check these. Instead of tearing the whole carburetor apart and taking everything apart, which you'd have to take the caps out and all to check them, a lot of times there's little pinholes. You won't even notice they're there. So this is just basically a quick way to do it. What you want to do is you want to see how the slide operates. Obviously the spring's pushing down. So what you want to do is you want to put your finger in and you're going to hold the slide up. Then with your thumb, you want to cover the top port firmly, let no air out, and then you want to let the slide go. That should not happen. That's a bad one. That means it's either torn or it could be seated incorrectly. Now we go to the one on the right. Slide it up and hold it. Firmly put your thumb over the top port and let go. That's what you want to have happen. You want it to go extremely slow. So when you hold it up, let it go, about halfway down, let it go again, and there you go. That's what you want. You want it to go that slow. This one obviously is not working. So we got to go inside and see what's wrong with it. A lot of times, most of the time, in my experience, they're torn. Sometimes they're seated incorrectly. I've already taken a look at this one, and this one is torn. So we'll take this apart real fast. When you're doing this test, it's just a quick way to do it so you don't have to take your carburetors completely apart. I do suggest if you do this test after you've rebuilt the carburetors, make sure that you have the choke in as well and all the other pieces, because otherwise you'll get a regular air leak and then it won't work. Take the spring out, take the cap out, and that's what we're looking at here. You can see here there's a little cutout on the rubber piece that coincides with the cutout in the body of the carburetor. You want to make sure that's aligned. You also want to make sure that this is sealed. Around in here there's a groove. If it's not in this groove and it's popped out, say like that, and you go to put the cap down and it's not sealed correctly, then you're going to have a problem. It's not going to seal. So when I took this cap off, it was seated here and this was completely in the groove. So I'm going to pull this out. Try to be careful with it so you don't tear it anymore if it is torn. This one is pretty bad. It's pretty non-pliable. And I'm just going to kind of fold it up and look at it and see what we got here. And you can see right there, there's a tear. There's another tear here. And another tear here. So this one is not serviceable. You can also see there's tears on the top. There's a complete tear all the way through. And it's very stiff, very non-pliable. So this is going to have to be replaced. You can find replacements for these. A lot of companies sell the whole piece. They're kind of expensive for the whole unit, but you can get the replacement rubber as long as the slide and the needle and stuff. This one's pretty clean. There's no scratches or anything. So, and I don't know if you can see the screws in there. They're not all boogered up, which is good. So this is very serviceable other than the rubber diaphragm. So that's just a quick way to test it so you don't have to take the carbs completely apart. You can do this on the bike. So if you're having trouble with mid-range and you're not sure if it's the diaphragms, you can just do a quick test on the bike. Just take your air filters off and do that quick test. Okay?